The market dominating firm is something that you can find out in the real world, that is based on the market where you have one company that is has a dominating position from some reason. When we talk about in the microeconomic course, we always make it as simple as possible, so we say that they have some kind of production technology that makes it much cheaper to produce in that company. But they are not good enough to become a monopoly. Okay, let's see to the market of coffee cups. So we will have cups of coffee, the quantity on the horizontal axis, and we have the price per cup of coffee on the vertical axis. If we make the assumption that the inverted demand is given to us, price demand is equal to 30 minus 2 cups of coffee divided by 30. That indicates that gives us that the highest price that this market is willing to pay is 30 money, and the highest quantity that they are willing to buy is down there. We have some firms that we call small firms, and they act as price takers, so we have a supply function for them. Let's assume that the inverted supply function then is 10 plus 2 cups of coffee divided by 30. So the lowest price they are willing to sell at is 10 money. It looks like that. So if this had been a perfect competition market, we will have an equilibrium here at 20 money and 150 units. But we also have this dominating firm, and we make the assumption that they have a cost technology that is much better than the competition that they face in the small firms. So in this case, we say that the dominating firm's marginal cost is 2 plus 30 cups of coffee divided by 30. So how can we find the demand that the dominating firm is facing? Well, it's quite logical actually. If we have a price that is 20 or above, then the small firms have the possibility to actually fulfill all the requirements, all the desires from the consumers on this market. So at the price of 20, the demand for the dominating firm's production will become 0. That's the difference between the supply function and the demand function on the market demand and the small firm's supply function. And the same reasoning we see here at the price 10, then the small firms will stop from below 10, they will not produce anything at all. So the difference between the market demand at 10 and the small firm's supply is that distance there. And that means that from 10 and downwards, the dominating firm, so to speak, owns the entire market demand. So if we then look at the demand, we see here that the difference between the market demand and the small firm's supply will be given by this straight line. It will start at 20, and then we will have it going down to this position there and continue on the blue one there. So if you calculate this one, you will see all along that this is the difference, the quantity difference between the blue and the purple line. Okay, let's see if it's true. We can calculate this mathematically as well. And to do that, we have to do recalculate them into its original form. So we have the cups of coffee equal to 900 minus 30 price demand divided by 2, that's 450 minus 15. That's the inverted of that function. So since this is the inverted function, this is the original function. Then we take away the supply from the small companies, and that's that calculation, that's the invert of this calculation. So when we have the blue one minus the pink one, we will receive that This is 450 minus 15p minus 15p minus 150. That is 600 minus 30p. And this is the demand function for the dominating firm. So let's rewrite that one to the normal, so-called normal inverted demand function. Then we'll have price dominating firm is equal to 20 minus cups of coffee for the dominating firm divided by 30, which is equal to this green one there. Since the dominating firm is the price setter, and we make the assumption that they set an unison price on this market, then we will have to have the marginal revenue curve as well, and therefore we know that the marginal revenue is always twice as steep as the demand function, the inverted demand function. So if the demand function is 20 minus 1 cc divided by 30, then the marginal revenue has to be 20 minus 2 times cc divided by 30. So it looks like that. It starts at 20 and it goes down to 300, like that. So normal profit maximization quantity, marginal revenue for the dominating firm equal to the marginal cost to the dominating firm will give us that quantity, and we'll go up to the demand function there to calculate the price. So we see that the price for the market will be that much. And therefore we see that the total quantity that is consumed at consumed on the market for that price is much higher than the production that we have in the dominating firm. And who will supply that one? Well, it's quite obvious that it has to be the small firms, the price-taking firms, because they are producing to this market price as long as their marginal cost is equal to or lower than the market price. So here you got the solution for a dominating firm situation.